welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend, come and join us in our live chat and in our comments section. Today is TLC Friday, and first up to bat is My Big Fat Fabulous Life, Season 10, Episode 6, Pole Dancing Bride. I couldn't give a hot damn about this show.
Yeah, let's call thing a thing. This episode was trash, just like the season is trash. Next, did we miss anything?
Oh my god!
That's just how I feel.
It's sad. This is worse than lockdown footage that we had of her in Charlotte.
Right.
We have gone back to her laying, like the highlight, I guess, of the episode was the dog laying on top of her on the couch and Hunter showing up laughing at her. Like, I don't get it. There was nothing to remember, Yanni. Hey, Susan. Hey, Yanni. This episode was garbage. And they left the most exciting part for the last, 10 seconds?
Right. How much time? Y'all, we're going to try to make this review last to 5 minutes. So, yeah, that's just how bad it was. Okay, but it's intriguing that, we know how we talk about, before the show, her friends, they showing up for the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not. But I like the fact that she's auditioning new friends, aka Patrick.
Who's
He's
Patrick?
auditioning to.
Oh yes, yeah. But he ain't no last because he's outshining her.
Yeah,
and that can't happen in Whitney's world.
Right.
Let's just call a thing a thing. She need these dull as dishwater friends so that she could still be the star. Because you remember the scene where they were at the zoo with the little with Ashley and her little girl, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody, all her friends are there with the exception of Todd because he's MIA, and Buddy, well, he got a life, and they're all there going, oh, okay, whatever. And she is acting like on 100, trying to get the energy up. Did you pick up on that?
Yeah.
It's sad.
Because did nobody want to be there.
She is struggling to get anything out of her friends. And they're just like, girl, they're tired of you. Lenny is new to this cash or just desperately needs it because I guess he, the last time he was paid to be on the show, he frittered that away with his addiction. But he's the only one that's engaged with you for now.
Right, and Jessica. But she don't want to be with you either. She got a wedding to plan.
She is more preoccupied with her wedding. That's true. But she has a double financial reason to put up with Whitney because one, she's getting paid from the show, and two, she's getting paid from the app or whatever it is that they have. I don't know.
So we can get this to 5 minutes. What did you think about? Okay, first of all, this is how bad this show is, y'all. This is how bad the show is. Uh-huh. They gave us about 10 minutes of footage of her going to the car wash.
That was ridiculous. Does the car wash even last that long?
No. The guy had to like, hi, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, you gotta go stretch this out for content. The car wash.
Oh my God. And he's like, roll up your window. And she's looking like, what do you mean? I've never seen anybody so stupid in all my life. She's scared of the brushes in the car wash. If you know you're scared of those types of car wash and you normally get a detailer or your dad to wash your car, cancel out Glenn because Glenn got other things going on. Why you didn't get the detailer to come over and do your car? Why did we have to suffer through that?
Exactly. And then from there, go ahead.
I just wish Hunter would make up his mind and move. Him coming in, and I don't know what it was, but when he came in, I didn't even recognize who he was. He changed something about him. he looked odd. I don't know. Maybe it was his
Mm-hmm.
facial hair was different. Cause he was there talking and I didn't recognize who he was at first. This is so sad. This is so sad.
So there was a car wash, and then we had like
The
the
pole
doggy,
dancing. Oh, the
the
the the
doggy.
dog training.
She jumped on the peanut. Yay!
But
I
here's the
mean,
thing. That dog already looked trained. I'm sorry.
mm,
Not even the trainer wanted to see you.
he just wanted to be with Goose.
I don't even think like when they showed the clips of the pig that went to the trainer. Remember they
Hmm.
old horny pig? That was more entertaining than what we saw with Goose.
And then Yanni, right? Her insisting that Lenny and Heather had to date when both said no, right?
Why would you put those two together? Like, and this is how insensitive Whitney is. Remember, Heather was together with Buddy, and he had his addiction, and she didn't even know, and he broke up with her. Like, why are you putting her with another addict? Like, is Heather not worth anyone else other than an addict? I'm
Right.
just saying, nothing against addicts, don't get me wrong. But why? And then another thing that I thought about as well, why would you want to give her your sloppy seconds? Like,
Right.
I'm not down for exchanging, ex paramours with friends. I'm not into that. Um, and then Heather, what's the explanation? What was wrong with Antoine? I don't know why he was so interested in Heather, but Heather, you ain't no better than dirty mop water. I'm sorry. Antoine was too good for you. And Antoine, what were you thinking?
Right. He was like over the moon. I was like, oh, okay.
She didn't want him. They probably forced her to go on that date.
Right. I really feel that Heather might be just wants to be alone and leave her alone. If she doesn't want to date, leave her alone. Quit
Or
trying to
just let
set.
her go and find
No.
her own people.
Right.
I don't understand why she has to be another project for Whitney. She didn't even want to participate in that blind date that they forced her into. I don't get it. I don't get it.
And they all
And
seem like really nice guys too. I'm like, okay, this is nice. And then you pick the best one, and oh, there were no sparks. You just a dud. That's all it is. She's a dud.
why would she want Lenny to be Heather's partner? I couldn't figure that out either.
Yeah, it made no sense.
And then when he said, didn't you show her one of my dick pics? First of all, Whitney, why are you showing people's dick pics? Second of all, how does he know that you did that? Was it on the show and I missed it? I mean, oh my God. There's like maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I have different standards of friendships or levels of friendship. I
But here's the
find that
thing.
Whitney's like real over the top.
Right, she is. But here's the thing, Whitney. I'm not sure what kind of friends you have, but any good friend will tell you, you never show what your man has or brag upon your man about what he does in the bed.
Right.
You never do that because chicks out here some chicks out here have no loyalty. They will sample. They will
Exactly.
sample it out just to see if you're lying.
And again, did you see where Whitney's hand was when they was going through the car wash?
Yeah,
So why we still agree, Susan? Why we still talking about a Frenchman?
that don't exist. My bad. That's
Well,
not your
Glenn
boyfriend, Whitney.
already
Sure.
admitted that he doesn't think it exists. He's like, do you really have a boyfriend? I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just very weird. And want to date. I actually thought she didn't want to date a black guy. Black guy. She acted superior. Oh, I just felt like she was irritated. The Heather that showed
She's
up to
always
the
irritated,
date-a-thon was different than the Heather that showed up to the date with Antoine.
but she's always irritated though. If you notice this season, she Heather acts like she does not want to be there. She's always irritated, like she does not want to be there.
I wonder how much they get paid on this show. And then
Exactly.
what Whitney is paying them.
Right.
Because at this point it has to be two separate checks. Let's see. A friend need to be real friend need to have quality and character. I I I don't feel like these people are her friends.
Nope.
And
Mm-mm.
what brought that home to me was Ashley being halfway through her pregnancy and Whitney not knowing. It's like they
Exactly.
don't talk when the cameras are down.
Not at all. And how come Tom ain't moved in yet?
Exactly, because he doesn't need to. Why a grown ass man in a relationship that has bought and sold a house and knows how to rent an apartment needs to go and live in her attic like a mouse? It makes no sense. And it's almost like they're throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks, but
And
then
nothing's sticking.
forgetting that they threw it.
Yeah.
Because they started that, he came over there, is it possible when my lease runs out that I can move in your attic? And we haven't gone back to it. We don't see him, nothing. My
Mm-mm.
God.
And then the last part of this dumb show is the pole dancing. I mean,
Wait, we saw
Jessica,
the
quit playing
wedding
games.
fitting. We saw the wedding dress. That was pretty. I gotta give Jessica her
Yeah.
props. The
Yes.
ceremony dress, and when she said he calls me his princess and I just want him to like see me look like one, I thought that was so sweet. And then the reception dress,
Oh,
honey,
the reception dress was hot.
she
No bones
was
about it.
like, wow, she got a body. She got a body and she looked
Did you
really pretty.
did you see how she handled that pole though? I was like, see, we see you, Jessica. It's okay. We see you. We understand. You're not trying to outshine Whitney. Especially when she said, and twerk it. I was like, uh, Jessica, I see you. I see you, Jessica. But Whitney had to do the extra, be on the floor, try to do a 3/4 split and bounce up and down. It wasn't working for her. I was like, go back to Jessica. Jessica was doing the thing.
Go back to Patrick. Yeah.
Jessica was doing the thing.
Patrick looked good in his suit, his little green and black suit. Um he okay, so what is the color of the wedding? Because he said he wanted to be the same green as the other girls.
Green.
And why is Whitney in rust? Is she a part of the wedding or no? Like anywho, whatever. This show sucked. Oh, and at the very, very end, they made us sit through all of that bullshit for Glenn
Right.
to call in the last 20 seconds and say, Whitney, we had to take Babs to the hospital. And she ran across the parking lot. Tell mommy I love her. Whatever. I'm so. Ugh.
That was
Welcome,
it for me.
Emmanuel.
To me, there was nothing else.
There was nothing to begin with.
I mean, can you believe this is episode 6 and this is the best we're getting? Like, if this was the best, I can only imagine the boredom they left on the cutting room floor.
I'm going to need Whitney to do better. She has to come up with something better than this.
I'll put it this way: she's not if she's not pregnant next year, I'm not watching this show
Why do we want her to be pregnant?
for my entertainment value.
But that's not fair to the baby.
That's fine.
No, because then it's gonna have to be Glenn and Babs taking care of it, and they're
And
not
then
able.
then they can get their own spinoff. There we go. Uh, Glenn and Babs raising baby. Perfect.
Oh my my God. Baby
And
makes
no, Whitney
three.
cannot be a friend. And no, Whitney cannot be a friend of the show.
We're taking away all parental rights.
I mean, she can have visitation,
Oh my
kind of.
God.
But this is trash.
You would like a lot more if she
Right.
got pregnant on her own, but
Like,
she's not having sex with anybody
right.
because she doesn't have a boyfriend. Wouldn't it be funny if she got pregnant for Lenny though?
Okay, that I would watch. As bad as trashy as it will be, I would watch that. Oh no, like no, if she was or no, what happens is she's dating Lenny and her and Buddy have like were drinking and fell asleep on top of each other
Leave
and then
Buddy
she got
out of
pregnant by
it.
Buddy.
Leave Buddy out of it. Make Todd get her pregnant. He would hate himself for that. And then Todd would be fighting for custody. That would be
Or
messy. Because remember when the two of them was fighting over the dance studio? How
mm-hmm.
dirty it got? Let Todd be fighting over
Ooh,
a baby.
ooh. Or she has a one night stand with Chase and gets her knocked up.
No,
No?
no. I want Todd to be the baby daddy, and I want a custody battle. I want
Yanni,
Todd airing out all her business.
Yanni, what if Todd's the donor? And she don't know it.
No way.
Yeah, like what happened? Todd could have donated like a while ago. She wouldn't know it. She go gets pregnant via the donor. He like he goes maybe like a year down the road, right? The baby's a year, right? He gets curious. He's like, hey, like I'm just curious. Do I have any children out there? And then it's like, well, as a matter of fact, you have one in Charleston, and no, in Charlotte. And then it kind of pieces. Oh, never mind. That's just that would be epic.
Oh my
CTLC, we
God.
coming up with storylines for you.
Yeah, anything
Good
better than
storylines.
this. We do care about Babs. We just don't care about the rest of them.
But the problem is when they're lacking content, what they're doing is they're throwing in Babs. Something wrong
Mm-hmm.
with Babs. It gets real stale. We'll throw in
Mm-hmm.
Babs now. That's why I don't like.
Oh, the scene where Glenn went to go and pick up his stuff from the office. She was irritating the snot out of me. Why are you interviewing his coworker? So, what would you say about my dad? Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Glenn was like actually touched that the guy had sent him cards and said, you have my number. If you need anything, even if it's just like around the house, just call me and I'll come and help. I thought that was so sweet. Glenn looked like he was about to tear up. They need to
He
let
did.
Glenn work.
Yep.
I think that job, like it's part of his identity and it gives him purpose, you know. Aww. Yeah, she's in the car. She said, "So what's your title? How you don't know that your daddy is a vice president, director, or something or the other? How do you
Mm-hmm.
not know that? How do you not know that? I can get her never going to the office since it's so far away, but how do you not know what your daddy title is? I don't get it. And he told her, don't hit the bar on the door. What's the first thing she did was hit the bar on the door. She's so annoying. Oh my God. I think he works even though we love Babs. She's a handful. Wait, yeah. Because she said it was like over an hour away, 2 hours
Hour
away
and a
in
half.
Raleigh. Mm-mm. Telecommute. Sorry. But update on the house renovation. They've got the 3 contractor bids in. I guess once they pick one, it'll be a couple of months to renovate the ground floor of their home so that Babs could come home with her 2 healthcare workers and hopefully continue recovering at home. I can see, hold on. Honestly, I think he works because even though, yeah, she is a handful. I can see that, Debbie. She's too self-absorbed to even ask her dad a question about himself. Shut up, Yanni.
Mm-hmm.
Really? But she's so gung-ho to get him retired. I'd be embarrassed. I'd really be embarrassed. 3 hours, yeah, 3 hours is a lot. It is a lot. And that's just on the road. And you know, he looked like he's a guy that spent at least 10 hours at work when the day comes.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, well, we got to 24 minutes, which is
Yep.
20 minutes more than we thought we could do.
Exactly. Exactly.
But we've got the grand slam at the top of the hour. Sister Wives is back. And they came out swinging. Well, really, Christine came out
Sting
swinging.
came out swinging.
And Cody wasn't making no sense.
Zero.
Oh my God. Yanni says it's because if he's not retired, Whitney will have to take care of her mom. Nobody don't trust Whitney with Babs. That's why he have those 2 healthcare workers. Child. Anywho, this was the show. This was the pooper scooper of the week. Jamal, any final thoughts on this mess?
Nope, we're all set.
All right, guys, come on back. Join us at the top of the hour. We'll be talking about Sister Wives, the emancipation of Christine. Let's just come on back and help her pack. Okay, we're going to help her pack. Help her get out of there. All right, Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we're good to go.
All right. Until next time, bye.
Of course.